He's the manager behind this song by the late Vibrant Fire. And he's right here in the studio with me today. I have a lot of questions for this man. All right, John 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z. Today we have a big convo actually talking about how to create proper support systems for up-and-coming artists. So we'll be speaking to a number of them. Some in the studio, some on phone, on Zoom. And the industry resource people within the studio for that conversation here. If you have any thoughts, 055111197. In the meantime, let me welcome my guest into the studio. His name is Emmanuel Barnes, aka Mr. Logic.
Kwame,
Mr. Logic, Wagwan.
Oh, I'm fine, brother. Nice to be here.
Nice to have you.
Yes. A pleasure. I didn't know you were Emmanuel.
Oh, you didn't know?
No.
I'm Emmanuel too, but
really?
we've hidden that one.
That one is under the carpet.
When we start getting AK,
Yes.
8K,
Yeah.
8K, no, 8K.
Yes.
When we start getting
When it's not dropping 8K, you reveal it.
You see that thing. Somebody said I should ask you how much have you spent so far today?
Answer today. Charlie, this is not easy for me at all. The other time I saw a guy made a post and he said, Charlie, it's 4 o'clock already.
Yeah.
By this time, Mr. Logic has spent 6K already.
Okay, good to be here.
Yes,
and you are very strong when it comes to reggae dancehall. You know, you are,
yes.
if I should say, a kingpin in this
I
area.
am.
How are these two genres faring now in Ghana, reggae dancehall?
Thank you very much. Honestly, and to be frank with you, these two genres they are inactive. When I say inactive, they are not really, in the mainstream as they should. You can say dancehall is doing good because of few brands that are pushing their name and their art.
Yeah.
So you can say that dancehall people has a portion in the mainstream.
Good.
But reggae is on the low.
Reggae is on the low.
On the low. Yeah, on its lowest.
Wow.
Yes, reggae is at its lowest now. Reggae is not even talked about. It's not thought about. It's not involved. It's not booked. Look, how many mainstream shows do you see a reggae artist from Ghana, like a reggae artist from Ghana booked on that show?
Yeah.
Reggae is unattractive now. Reggae is no more exciting. Reggae is not patronized. You have low patronage. Reggae is not thought about. Reggae is not involved. Reggae is only remembered when it plays on radio once in a while.
In the history of Ghanaian music, at what point in time would you say reggae was at its highest level? Yeah.
Well, from the very beginning, you remember Daniel in the Lions?
Yes.
It was one of the biggest reggae hits.
Sure.
Then we also had Ruta Nabu. Yes, we had Kente. Rocky Downies.
Yeah.
Look, reggae was like a prime genre in Ghana once upon a time.
Yeah.
Not to forget about this guy from Nigeria who crossed over with Under Pressure. We were Under Pressure, which was another. It just passed.
It just passed.
Oh! How did the name just escape me like that?
Oh, how did they escape?
It's so serious. I just remembered Raskimono.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Raskimono.
Raskimono. And so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Reggae has always been like a mainstream genre in Ghana.
Yeah.
Until dancehall took over. If you remember, when dancehall took over, when dancehall took center stage, the reggae people used to complain that dancehall is not Ghanaian, because dancehall had taken the whole portion of what reggae used to occupy.
Yeah.
So now the reggae people are complaining. Then gradually, after a while now, we've seen Afro beats and our life resurfacing, making reggae drop. Dancehall is still here because our top 3, foreign exports, you cannot mention without mentioning the dancehall artists.
Okay, so now some people have raised concerns about the fact that now even the people that we claim are the big acts, pushing the dancehall vibe, they are mixing their dancehall with something like highlights, some Afrobeats, trying to maybe coin a new subgenre, Afro dancehall,
Afro dancehall.
African. So, what do you make of that development?
I think Afro dancehall is a valid, coinage, because tell you the truth, Jamaica has always been like the foundation of dancehall, even though the whole reggae dancehall thing migrated from Africa.
Yeah.
But it was rebrewed in Jamaica, repackaged.
Yeah.
So then you realize that there is always some level of distinctions between Jamaican dancehall and the Ghanaian dancehall. Yes, in terms of accent, tonation, production, all these things, melodies. It always shows.
Wow.
So then I'm sure it started from Samini when he started yelling African dancehall king.
Yeah.
Then Stonebwoy also picked it up from there.
Yeah.
Naming it Afro dancehall. So you can say that it's a good representation of what we do because we are Africans. So I find the Afro dancehall name as the best name for anything dancehall from Africa, not just Ghana.
Yeah.
Which Stonebwoy will have to be applauded for championing that agenda, even though Samini started it.
Good.
So Afro dancehall represents the whole African dancehall platform.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. What do you also make of some of your dancehall artists sometimes drifting or taking a foray into other areas like High Life? Episode did High Life song and it was all over.
Yeah.
Then he did another one. Do you think they are, let me say, they are adding things, they are spoiling the brand? Would you say that?
Honestly, there is a pattern for dancehall. Whether you want to do it Afro or purist, there is still a pattern for it. And that pattern has always remained. Afro dance already have elements of African instrumentation. It already has high life.
True.
I think where episode is going is not really, for me, I think he's just tapping into high life because he's a Ghanaian.
Okay.
I don't see him changing his genre into high life artist. Yes. He's only tapping into what is trending. High life has always, we all grew up with high life. So I don't fault him. But then I also think that he needs to represent the dancehall more. At the same time, I still don't fault him because it is not easy to get dancehall monster hits like the Mampis and so on and so forth.
Good.
It's not easy.
Good.
And
Good.
if you check, episode hasn't really gotten any major dancehall hit until he did Atia, which was a reggae.
Yes. It was a reggae. And he did a high life version of it.
Yes. So I think he's an artist that likes to experiment. So I don't find anything wrong with it. But then I also wish he will keep to that root of that. The dancehall made people know him more.
Good.
It made people love him.
Good.
And he's drifting because he thinks that look, it's not competitive. It's always 3-4 names always competing. Charlie, am I always going to be competing against myself? Let me tap into this area because it's helping. So I don't fault episode. But I think it's because the competition is low, the patronage is low, the influence, the awareness, the excitement, the attraction, everything is low. That's why he doesn't find so much joy in pushing as an Afro dancehall artist. He thinks that it's time to take advantage of the wave, the Afrobeat and high life wave. Yeah, so I don't blame him.
When you look at the the Telecel Ghana Music Awards category for reggae stroke dancehall,
yes,
people have raised issue with merging reggae and dancehall, reggae/dancehall.
Yeah.
Do you share in their opinion?
I do. I think I wouldn't blame the TGMA.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, of course, they're doing their business, and they are more of a populist award. Yeah. So what is in vogue is what they want to trade in. And it feels more like a favor being done to reggae people. I mean, you don't have to put the two together. Reggae dancehall artists, no. So now, are you saying that, because when you say reggae dancehall artist, I'm looking at Stonebwoy, Episode, Jupiter, and the rest.
Good.
But when you say reggae artist, I'm looking at Black Rasta, Nilante, Rocky Dauni, Shashamali. That's reggae artist. So you don't have to combine it. Once you say reggae dancehall artist, you can never give reggae dancehall artist of the year to Rocky Dauni. It won't work because he's not a reggae dancehall artist. Good. He's a reggae artist. So the confusion is coming from these institutions. And you see, it's hard to blame them because they also feel they are doing us a favor. Good. We are only including you.
Exactly.
You are not in vogue.
Maybe not a favor, but
more like giving you a part
because they don't get a lot
of candidates. Honestly, Kwame, I use the word favor because if it's something that is really thought about, I'm not sure the two categories should be enough. There. Yeah, combining hip life and high life.
Okay, but there is a hip life,
high life.
Hip Life Hip Hop Artist of the Year category too.
Yes, because we have hip life and hip hop is very similar. The similarities
Very,
are,
very, very,
yeah,
very,
yeah,
very.
you know, so
very.
yeah,
They-
so
they are more similar than reggae
reggae and
dancehall.
dancehall. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Than reggae
Yeah.
and dancehall. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Some time ago, we had Bass Awards,
right.
which actually was an answer to all the problems, some of
Yes.
these problems, because
Right.
it's Bass Awards, which is for reggae and dancehall. You could have categories for reggae, for dancehall, but we don't know what actually happened.
It
to
just
it.
fizzled out like that.
Is it not time that we had another one, vibrant one?
That is why I'm here.
Oh, that's why you are here. No, are you bringing Bass Awards or a different awards?
No,
scheme?
I'm not bringing Bass Awards.
Okay.
I was just monitoring the organizers of Bass Awards. So
Okay.
you know, Bulldog is like my
Yes,
brother.
yes,
I was
yes,
monitoring him, Bulldog and Steep, because the two of them are
I
they were the
remember,
founders.
yeah.
Until Steep made a post, because I have always had this my idea in the back. Honestly, I was part of the foundation of Bass Awards. I was part of it.
Yeah.
And I've always have the feeling that I need to do something different. So when Bass Awards became, a bit dormant, I was hoping to jump in, but then I wasn't sure whether Bulldog and Steve would be coming back with something now. Until
Yeah.
Steve made a post that, he feels that reggae and dancehall should be annulled.
I saw that post.
Yes. That's when I realized that he has given up. so
And
then I just-
I think I saw King Lagaze's response to
it
that.
came at him. I mean, but honestly, I don't think it was right to come at him.
Okay.
Because Tip is a major stakeholder. He has been a stakeholder of reggae dancehall.
Sure.
If it was because of this same, unreliable source of artists that made them somehow, there were no source to put on. I mean, where do you get the music from? The artists were not enough, and all these things. The resources was not enough. So I think it was right. He said, to me, it was a wake up call.
Yeah.
It was based on this post that Steve made that I realized that it's time to start the new revolution into reggae and dancehall people getting their own premium platform.
Wow.
Yes.
So we are going to have a new reggae
Reggae
to
dancehall awards. Yes.
award.
Yes, but this is not. It is just for. Well, it has the mother name reggae. It's Reggae
Okay.
Gold Awards.
Reggae Gold Awards. Wow.
Gold because it cuts across the various.
But
genres.
dancehall will be under it.
Dancehall will be underneath. I mean, dancehall has always been a child of reggae.
Exactly.
So you cannot say reggae dancehall gold awards.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's reggae gold.
So the
awards.
reggae is a parent's name.
of all the children. Lovers Rock.
Yeah.
All the subgenres within
Good.
the reggae. Yeah. So
Good.
we have reggae gold awards coming up.
Wow.
And for that reason, we have a standard. We have a standard control. Let me say that. Concerning the kind of reggae that we want to.
There is a particular type of reggae that you are
yes,
considering.
how you are the standards that we expect to.
Oh, what's the standard?
I brought a song to here that I wanted us to sample it to the people, so they will.
What's the title?
We have Exodus from Burning Stone.
Okay, I think my producer will get that, so we
producer
can
can help us.
listen to that.
Yeah, that's the kind of reggae that we are bringing to it. Reggae that will rejuvenate the dead, vibe that people have lost.
Not reggae high life.
No, reggae alive.
Not something like Amati Days.
No.
Oh, I'm a road.
No, nothing like that. This is like when you hear it coming, you know music.
You know
now.
this is reggae.
You know this is reggae, but you will still identify the African element in there.
Wow.
Yeah, but then you'll be proud if this is the type of reggae we will begin to produce into the system. It's the kind of reggae that will cut across. It's not the type of reggae that you say it's only for Rastas or it's for no.
So when are we going to have this scheme, held?
Yes.
What's the process?
We are launching. It's myself and my foreign partners. We are launching in July.
Okay.
July. So I'm very happy to be here on this,
Okay.
huge platform talking about it. We are launching in July.
You have a particular date.
The date we have
July.
to set it. We'll publish the
But
date
in July.
In July.
Okay.
That's more like the media launch.
Okay.
And then
from there
we proceed from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it likely you would have it this year, the maiden edition
Oh yeah,
this year?
yeah. It's
To happen this year?
It's likely. It's like, and we are looking at November.
Wow.
So it's so likely that the first edition will take off this year.
Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Reggae Gold Awards.
Yes.
Reggae dancehall people, Charlie.
Yes.
Do you have the number of categories and all that?
We will announce the categories the day we launch. We have it covers all the subgenres, the categorization. It covers everything. So there's no way you say that, okay, I'm a reggae dancehall artist. I have not been captured here. I've not been captured there. Once you have the product, we are not just here to award just anything. Because you know myself, I'm a critical person.
I know that.
To,
you have your board.
Yes, we have the board
already.
Yes, we are still
forming the board.
Inducting. We are still inducting. So it's not something that is going to be formed out of relationships and who you know and all that, and regular people that already know, because it has always been like that.
Yeah.
Grab one radio presenter here, grab another one here because it's your friend, and put few things together. No. This is something that is more technical. It's more like the Grammys to me. Wow. Looking at our model.
Wow.
Yeah. It's
but
more like
will it be popularity based?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That it's more technical.
Okay.
So we are not. I don't know why I'm spilling all the beans. I mean, for this purpose, I need to give us some information.
Exactly.
We wouldn't do. Number one, we are not doing voting.
No voting.
We're not doing voting.
Oh, this is Grammy-like, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No public voting.
No public voting.
Okay.
It's purely technical. And board and academy and
wonderful. Wonderful.
Purely just for the whole revival of the genre. We're not looking at popularity. Which reggae song is popular? Which dancehall song is popular? Because it has always been proven wrong that most of these popular songs, sometimes don't have what. I mean, you yourself, you with your investigation, you know that there are songs that get to the top because of probably strategies,
some trend,
something or one thing or the other, some trends. And reggae is a genre that cannot be boxed into trends, because reggae is a genre that is more consciously made, positively done. It's a genre of thoughts.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Joy 99.7 FM. I'm in the studio today with Mr. Logic. Yeah. Mr. Logic, and he is an artist manager, he is a musician, he is one of the great pillars in the reggae dancehall fraternity. Now, if you are asking what type of reggae song Mr. Logic is talking about, this is Burning Stone, Exodus. This is how your song should sound like to make it to the Reggae Gold Awards, which is coming up. It's a new award scheme put together by Mr. Logic. Yeah, Mr. Logic. So this is what you were talking about.
Yeah, I'm talking about reggae that has all the necessary elements: drum and bass, the trumpets, the pianos, the content,
Yeah.
the message. We need all the elements that makes
Wow.
a song,
Wow.
not just not just a religious reggae, like a reggae that talks about. Sorry to say, not just ja.
Okay. Okay.
We are talking about we are selling music, we are awarding music, we are not awarding religion or a movement.
Yeah.
We need to begin to understand reggae as a separate entity from the religion or the movement.
Okay. Okay.
It's like Daddy Lumba is a high life artist, but he's a Christian.
Yeah.
He doesn't do Yesu. He does his high life, commercial high life.
True.
And sometimes he finds time to do gospel.
So the song should tackle other themes.
Other themes, not just to project your faith and your movement. And I mean, we are not.
So you're going to pay
not,
attention to lyrical content.
Thank you. That's why I said
composition.
Thank you very much.
Arrangement. Everything.
That's why I said initially that it's purely technical.
Wow.
Yes.
Guys, Joy 99.7 FM. Do you have any question for Mr. Logic here? He's coming up with a new award scheme, the Reggae Gold Awards. And before you pass the test to be part of this award scheme, you heard the song I played earlier on, Burning Stone by, Exodus by Burning Stone.
Yes.
That is how your song should sound like. It's a Reggae Gold Award. And it has other genres, other sub-genres of the reggae fraternity in there. So if you fall within this space, this is the time for you to also shine. Do good music, and if you're lucky, you get nominated in this award scheme. So you can send your questions, your thoughts now 055-1111-997. Mr. Logic is here. Mr. Logic, we've seen award schemes come and go. Some don't survive 2 years, 3 years. How are you going to make sure this one stays with us?
Charlie, that's a good question. I mean, before you decide to do this, you should have a long-term plan.
Good.
I think initially we were about to launch another award scheme. Let me know if you mention it.
Okay.
It was I have been in consultation with Robert Clark.
Okay.
In the planning, we've been planning for so long, and then this came across. So we decided, okay, let's start with this.
Yeah.
Whilst we work on the other one.
Wow.
Obviously, you need partners and stakeholders. So
exactly.
We've got foreign partners, and we believe that our partners equally shares the dream and the vision of the Reggae Gold.
Great.
So we know that the long-term plan is to keep going and keep going and keep going. It's not something that tomorrow you wouldn't hear of us or you wouldn't see us, because our vision is not, even though it's a commercial award, our vision is not really about who gets the highest vote and who has the biggest song. We have a different vision.
Great.
And I believe that the kind of unique vision we have will see us through the various editions.
Awesome.
With the support of our foreign partners and the local stakeholders that also roll.
This is great.
Yes.
So we've just had in the studio one of the big industry people. He's been in this industry for a long time, managed artists, been in radio, playing jazz, but he loves music. Every genre of music, from gospel to kitty to adowa, whatever. Uncle Ken is here, and I'm sure Uncle Ken has a question or two for Mr. Logic. Uncle Ken.
Yes, Kwame. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And good afternoon to Logic. I haven't seen him for how many years now?
So many years.
About
4 years. Oh, really?
Yeah.
But I've been hearing you on.
I know.
Joy.
And me too. I've been hearing you on radio.
Yes.
And your
my other place.
other places, the other streets you play on.
Yes, sir.
It's good to see you.
Pleasure, boss.
Yeah. I heard you talk about a new award.
Yeah.
Reggae
Gold Award.
Reggae Gold.
Yes.
Logic, tell me something. Yes. Why has there been so much confusion around reggae, dancehall, these two genres? Why has there been so much confusion? Sometimes you want to
combine the two,
bunch them together.
Yes.
Yeah. Other times people want separate identities for reggae and for dancehall. Where do you stand?
Oh, for me, I think it's all a misconception issue. People people think, the society think that those who do reggae are weed smokers, and then those who do dancehall, are
what are
rowdy
they?
people. So the two genres have always suffered this stereotype that is not helping it to grow. So even in the past organizers of the Bass Awards, they suffered some of these stigmas, looking for sponsorship and all that, because people always look at it as, this is a we people thing, we people, we don't want to be associated. So reggae gold, the reason why this is reggae gold is because of how elite and now we are cleaning up that perception.
Okay.
That's why we have made it clear that it is not based on your faith as a Rasta man or singing about Jah. It's purely commercial and it's purely technical. So we are trying to clean that perception that society have about reggae and dancehall. So that is one of the reasons. And then the other one is, to answer your question, as in why is it hard to box the two of them? It's because the reggae people look at the dancehall people as more of the residue. As
of course.
these people, this one they are
They are wannabes.
They wannabes. We are the original people.
Yes.
And the dancehall
Yes.
people also think that they are the commercial ones. We are the ones
That's
making money.
true.
You two, nobody is patronizing you. So
That's true.
it's like a rivalry kind of thing.
That's true.
We need the same family. Yes.
I have been thinking for some time now,
Yes.
about why we in this country of ours decide to immortalize somebody else's genre other than our own. Because I say to myself, why should a country like Ghana, for instance, even organize a reggae awards?
That's a good question. Very good question.
When people are crying, high life,
Yes.
I am so happy you asked this question. I don't know if I'm allowed to answer.
Oh, yes, of
answer.
course.
We're having a conversation.
Yes,
Answer.
I think those any historian who understands the origin of genres will understand that reggae is high life.
Okay.
Reggae came out of high life, and high life is reggae. Just that the whole evolution of reggae coming back to Africa from the Caribbean also has been, been seen as if it's not a Ghanaian genre. High life is not for Ghanaians. If we should go to the history of high life, high life, Nigerians do high life, Ivorians do high life, Ugandans do high life.
Liberians do high
Why
life.
is Ghana laying claim of high life? We say it's our own, but historically, if you should trace the roots of how high life even started, it's only the name that you can really attach Ghana to. The name of high life.
We came by the name.
Yeah, the name.
We came by the name.
We
yeah.
didn't come by the
art
the partner,
itself.
yes,
The art itself.
That's
But-
debatable.
yes.
It is
But no,
because
it's-
because historians
historically,
trace it
yes,
to
yes.
the Crusaders
Yes,
and all
no,
that.
yeah, it
I think it would be a very long discussion if we go there.
Very long discussion. So I think
Yes.
the high lifers should also take it upon themselves, because the industry is made up of so many gatekeepers. The ones that are high life freaks, high life oriented people.
Yeah.
They should also take it up and do high life awards, because we have.
I think there is
various
one.
type of- yeah.
There is High Life Awards. There is one.
Oh really?
Oh, there is one. They did about twice, and they went off for a while.
High Life Awards.
Yeah,
So-
it's been held like twice or three times.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I think
Maintaining it.
Yeah,
maintaining
yeah.
it is the problem.
Sure.
Maintaining
So I
it.
think reggae is not really foreign.
Okay.
It's not foreign. It's African.
But I can agree to an extent.
Yes.
Because if you take most of what we do in Ghana,
Yeah,
the music we call gospel
yeah.
in Ghana,
A lot of them are reggae.
lots
They
of them are reggae
by-
based.
by pattern of instruments.
Exactly. By instrument.
you.
That's
Yes,
what I mean.
yes,
that
you are right.
I can
You're right. Agree with me.
Yes.
Yes.
But I've always been wondering why it should be like that, because I don't know. If you you have been to Jamaica,
Yes, I've
and you've even lived there. If you go to Jamaica, much as Jamaicans might love our high life music,
Yeah,
Uh,
I don't think
they do high life.
exactly.
Because they are people of lost heritage. Some of them, sorry. They were brought up in the West, but they
Right.
come from Africa.
Of course.
There's a place in Jamaica called the Maroon Town,
Yeah.
where
Okay.
I have been. The leader of the Maroons came from the Commontins.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Yes, I mean, and the Maroons were actually the beginning of Jamaica. They are the indigents. They started. They were the indigens of Jamaica. before the Chinese and the Indians mixed up.
Okay.
And these people still keep the Ghanaian culture. Abeng,
Wow.
Abena, Kojo, Kente, and it's like it's a
But
Ghana in the
do they
Caribbean.
play some of our local rrhythms there?
They
You've
do.
been there.
They do.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And it's like you're in Ghana.
Oh
when
wow!
you go
So
there,
apart
yes.
from the reggae, we all know them for
They are not part. The Maroons are not part of the mainstream
Okay.
reggae excitement. They're not
Okay.
part of it. They don't even believe in it.
Mm,
They don't even play reggae in the Maroons
Wow.
camp. Yeah,
Are they a minority?
they are.
Okay.
They are even fighting to have their own denomination because
course they are
but
minority.
the 500 Jamaican dollar, the head of the 500 Jamaican dollar is the Maroons leader,
Okay.
the one that came from Ghana.
Okay.
So they are also struggling to accept this westernized African music now called reggae. So it's just a matter of, I think,
But,
urbanization.
Mr.
and
Logic,
all that.
I think you would also agree that even the reggae dancehall being produced now in Jamaica has some Western influence.
Western influence
Right.
a lot.
Right.
It sounds
Right.
like R&B. It sounds
Exactly.
like
Right.
hip-hop.
Right.
I think we should embrace diversity,
That's
Of
it.
course, I love
That's
diversity.
it, yes.
I love
regardless
diversity.
of the fact that
Diversity,
high life
yes,
is ours.
yes,
We know
yes.
That is
we can't all do high life.
no,
Or hip
no,
life.
nobody's saying that.
Yes.
There should be diversity.
Yes,
Y-
yes.
You know, but with the reggae, for instance, I
Good.
ask Mr. Logic, Mr. Logic, in this country, is reggae played enough? Reggae as in reggae,
In reggae.
not in adulterated reggae.
Reggae.
I made Kwame play a sample.
Yeah.
I made Kwame play a sample of reggae that we are encouraging. Our
Okay,
now
I didn't hear
Oh,
that.
okay.
Then. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
So because we realize that even reggae itself is not played properly here in Ghana in terms of production. When you come on radio, reggae is always sidelined to like weekend show or
Right.
midnight.
It's
It's like a favor, a favor.
no, but reggae for what it is a specialized genre.
That is
So
what
it
I
needs
that's what
a
I don't agree.
specialized show.
Honestly, that's,
You don't agree?
I don't agree because that is the reason why we have been sidelined. Like Modie,
okay.
Yeah, we found the from Kosha Najuho. It's sad. I mean, this person.
No. But
That's the way it has
but
been.
it is a fact.
There's
Yeah,
a
that's
dancehall
a fact.
artist here. She's
It's
been
a
smiling.
specialized.
That's what it is. Oh, nice.
It's a specialized
What's her name?
genre, just like
Oh yeah, nice. How are you?
just like jazz is
Yes.
a specialized genre.
Yeah.
Yes, jazz
You
is
know,
also
so-
a niche genre for me.
Yes.
Yes.
So it has its audience.
Yes.
You
Great.
know,
Yeah,
somewhere.
reggae is bigger than jazz.
Oh yes, commercially.
Yeah, commercially.
Yeah, I would
So-
agree.
So honestly, and Ken, I know that from you are the fathers. When you were growing up, you agree with me that reggae was more.
Oh yes.
Thank you.
We all
So what has
love.
changed.
Even in
The Bob
Ghana.
Marley's-
Ghana.
Even in
Yes.
Ghana.
Alpha Blondie,
Kwesi Selassie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter
Reggae is a
Tosh.
presidential genre. You
Peter
cannot-
Tosh,
you
third
see,
world. You know.
all
Oh,
these,
reggae was huge.
These people, Inner Circle.
Steel Pulse.
The names are many.
Steel Pulse were playing. I mean, reggae was huge
It's-
back in the
It's
70s.
the biggest, yes.
Yeah, the mid to late
to the
70s
80s,
and the
90s,
80s.
yes.
Oh, reggae was huge. No two ways about
know,
it. That's how
Okay.
we all fell in
Yeah,
love
you
with
love
reggae.
exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
Mr. Logic.
Yes,
So the Reggae Gold Awards,
Yes.
it will be launched
In
in
July. Yes.
So we should look forward to that.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you'll be updating us on
Of course,
anything that
of
happens
course. I mean, we
comes
cannot
up.
do this without
Yeah.
inviting
Of
all
course.
Uncle Ken, yourself. I mean, the mass media. We can't do this
Great.
without inviting them.
Great.
So it's very important this conversation because when the time comes, I would like to,
Yeah.
this engagement.
You need to come here again.
Yes,
yeah, he
So
will.
we have a proper discussion on
Yeah.
reggae.
Yes, on the genre.
On the
you know.
genre.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
On the genre.
Nice
Thank
one.
you. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Nice
Yes.
one.
Joy 99.7 FM, Showbiz A to Z. You just heard Mr. Logic. Uncle Ken is here. He's a broadcaster here at Joy